Hi, and welcome to Three Questions with. Got my friend Don McGee with us, the nutrition evangelist. Don, good afternoon. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Kevin, thanks so much for having me.
So Don, I was thinking of you this morning. We're coming into the holiday season, and we're going to see those family and friends that we don't always see. And then all of a sudden, you're like, you know what? I want to lose some weight before I see them. I put on a few pounds recently, and we go and we just try these radical diet approaches. And then we get frustrated when they don't work. Why can't they just work for me, Don, so I can look good for the party?
Well, here's the thing, Kevin, and there are so many things. One is almost anything will work for a little period of time, right? So, what are the hot diets these days? Well, there's intermittent fasting, which is basically just skipping meals. Like, we don't let our kids skip meals. Why should we do it? Okay, check that off to a bad idea. Keto, right? So we're mostly having protein and fats, really, really restricting carbs. Would we tell anybody else that it's good to give up a whole macronutrient group? No,
But
but yet we
unlimited
think it's good for
bacon,
us.
Don. Unlimited bacon. Yeah.
Unlimited bacon, but no pizza.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a tough trade for me, Don. That's a tough trade for me.
No more Mountain Dew. I mean, really. So, I hear you. And the truth is, if you were a performance athlete going to run the Ironman and you wanted to really fine tune your nutrition and tweak it, more power to you, right? But we're not talking about that. We're talking about, us everyday normal people who want to feel a little better, want to have a little more energy, want to sleep a little better, want to, yeah, look a little better when we see everybody for the holidays, right? And we do these crazy things. And so you have me on every month, and I talk about how do you want to feel after the holiday season is over on January 2nd? Well, act that way now. Act as if, so that you're treating yourself, your body, your brain, and your soul really well with good food. And it's a lifestyle, right? No crazy diets. And so let's say you've been ignoring me for the past 6 months, right? And you've gotten to this point where you're like, oh my God, I have to do something. Don't do it. Because not only is there this, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't work. You're going to be hungry. You're going to be cranky. There's this bounce back effect when you stop doing it, and you bounce back even worse. And nobody likes that. So what does that do? Well, that creates this yo-yo dieting cycle so that you're just going to go look for something else. And then what that does eventually is that ruins your soul. It ruins your mental health, right? You're on this yo-yo dieting. You feel like, oh, why can't I ever fill in the blank here, right? And then it just becomes this insidious cycle. And what's worse is the people around us, the people who we love and love us, and sometimes the kids are watching, right? You've got nephews, they're watching what you're doing, and they go, well, gee, Uncle Kev's doing that. Why shouldn't I? And you're like, no, 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 it's not for you. It's just for me.
It is. It's setting a bad tone. I want to go for a bonus question today
Go
because
for it.
we talked about the holiday season, and that's what trips a lot of us up. We start to, especially now we're going out more, we start to go to those parties. And oh man, did Dawn put on a great spread. All my favorites are here. So we indulge. And then we
Sure.
go to the party the next day and we indulge. And that's just it. Sometimes it's hard to like, okay, look, Kev, you can't, run the whole buffet, man. You can't have them all. How do we control ourselves when we see all our favorites? And hey, it's festive time. Isn't eating part of festive times? How do
It
we stay
is.
going?
Absolutely. So there are three tips I've got for people to survive the holiday season. Number one is this: you can have all the things, you just can't have all the things in as big a quantity all the time. So by all means, have the chocolate cake and the pie, but not a whole one of each, right? Have a little bit
Yeah.
and breathe. Right? Don't take a bite, enjoy it, savor it. So that's number one. Number two is balance, right? Now, there are going to be times like if you've got folks that are staying with you and you're making breakfast and lunch and dinner and you're having leftovers and you're sitting around playing cards and you're having snacks, that can be challenging, right? That's just going to have to be what do I want more? Do I want more to have their company and enjoy their company and wake up tomorrow feeling good? Or do I want more to sit here and have all the things? And it's a fight. You're going to have that battle with yourself, right? So have the battle, see who wins, get up the next morning, do it all over again. And the third one is the killer because it's about alcohol. And what happens by that second drink, for some people, even the first,
Mhm.
is you're going, I'll be fine. No worries. And your impulse control is gone.
Yep.
So no matter what kind of plan you had going into that buffet, it's
Hmm.
gone. I promise you it's gone no matter how long you've been doing this. It's gone. And so my advice to folks is two-fisted, right? In one hand, have your drink of choice. In the other hand, have something that's non-alcoholic. Water, sparkling water, not something like not a juice, not a soda, not something that's going to sort of unbalance your blood sugar, but something that's going to help balance the alcohol you're drinking so that you're alternating and you're not just totally destroying that impulse control. And nobody's perfect.
Yep.
But bonus tip, forgive yourself, right? Tomorrow's a new day.
Yep. I think that's the best advice that you give is we all do that. We're all gonna have those days when I didn't plan to do that, but forgive yourself. And, and
Yeah.
not even the next day, but the next meal, start over. Okay. I went out with Dawn. We had a good time. She had a great buffet. But now when I come home for dinner, don't say, hey, I already had a huge lunch. Why not, have something big too, to keep it going. Bounce back as soon as you can. Best advice.
And you know what? Here's the best thing is that I love that you said that. It means that the things that I've been saying are resonating and you're internalizing them. And that's it. It's just 1% improvement at a time. We can't change everything overnight, you know?
No, that's a
Question,
horrible idea. It's never gonna work. And
right?
like you said, it might work short term, like and you rely on discipline, but eventually I'm gonna be, I really miss Mountain Dew. So I'm going to get my friend back, type of thing. So Don, how do people reach out to you? How do they learn more?
Best way is check me out on my website, dawnmcgee.guru, or on Facebook, Dawn McGee Nutrition Evangelist. And I will teach you how to eat so you can fuel your body, your brain, and your soul.
I love that. Great ending. Don, thanks for being my friend. Thanks for calling into the show.
Thanks, Kevin.